I swear, when we ask the community what they want to see on Market Watch, they come up with some of the darndest things, or there's just some of the stupidest ideas that you see on the meta. Make sure you guys smash the like crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So, the stupid thing that we were talking about here, I read Discord, and I'm like, evidently this card has been dubbed the secret tech choice of the meta. Neither player can synchro summon. This card is sent to the graveyard during your third end phase after activation. And, you know, I don't really... You got a 2-er, a 3-er, and a 2-er out here in terms of your sales data. And you've only had 3 sales in the last month for this. Are we really going to chalk this up and call this a super secret tech choice? I don't think so. Honestly, I call this more or less a meme at this point here. The Discord from Ancient Prophecy. Now this one has more sales data, which is very interesting to me. Why would you go for this one and not the dual terminal version? This community impresses me some days. The DT one will always be the one that I think is better, but Discord has definitely hidden those points right now of holy crap, this community. That's all I got for that. Legacy of Destruction boxes, $68 right now. And of course, your best-selling card in the set is the Nightmare Throne. Anybody else surprised about that? No? You shouldn't be, honestly. This is one of those things that you look at right now, and you're like, oh, also these new filtering options that we have here on TCG Player are genuinely pretty disgustingly terrible. As you can see here, shift on over here to Legacy of Destruction, Nightmare Throne, nice $166. These have actually, I think this has been the best moving card in the set for the high-end things, considering the fact we saw this card get literally bought out. The Lightsworn Dragonling also at 130. Varudus, the Final Bringer of the End of Times, nice $118. The Nightmare Apprentice, nice $120. I do see that Minerva's gone down to $90. Okay. Snake Eyes Diabellstar at 63. Diabell's at 70. Wow. Quarter Century Magician at 69. Giggity. And of course, Oxwilla back here coming in. Nice $64. Not really much has changed on that front. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Vidos, the Dragon of Extinction, Endless Darkness, Fusion, $57. Ragnarok of the Evil Seed, 40. And Saphira coming in at 45. Wow, this card has tanked into the ground. Gandora also tanking down here to 44. Valmonica, on the other hand, is gaining value at $70. That's actually insane. Shining Strike at 44. And, of course, Wake Up Centurion. Nice $34. I'll see Future Silence here at 38. Silent Swordsman at 37. Okay. I see you. Nightmare Throne's coming in about 34. The Dragon Undertaker, this is at 31 right now. We've actually had some pretty interesting tales with this card spinning around and watching it do its thing. Silent Magician at 35. The Ragnarok Stag at $29. Wow. The Gadget Trio also getting bought out up to 40. You love to see it. Nightmare Apprentice at 27, actually. Ties That Bind down to 20, and Pydras actually cooling off. You guys remember what? Earlier in the week we saw this card hitting, what was it, $24, $25, everybody's freaking out. And you know what's happening now, right? Everybody's finally picked up their Pydras. So now as demand starts to spin down, price is going to start to go down. Wow, I love economics. 165 Diabells. That's disgusting. Meanwhile, these tokens out here, if you can manage to go to Walmart and pick these things up, and get a nice special edition for the $18 and pull something out of your 4 packs, you can turn around and sell these tokens for like $18. Like, this is genuinely impressive. Just to see the token value out here. Dragonling is still a $17 card. Wow. Gold Pride Eradicator is down to $15. Wow. Varudus, $14. Sure, this is the token for Bloomir is at $7 too. Wow. Okay, so this set is just absolute dog water. Like, I'm impressed. Yugi Gandora token at $4. I'm guessing the Silent Magician token's got to be short printed. Nice $3 on the Raid Raptor. The Dr. Crowler at $2s. Okay, so it looks like the tokens, except for the Silent Magician one, are up there. Hey, look, 127 of The Undertaker. Wow, this set's value just tanks off, and the gadget's a poor dollar. Wow. I just want to point out back here, Rarity Collection 2, as of filming this right now, is sitting at about $115 on up to $116. We are still missing, I think it should be in the next 2 weeks. We should see the openings for this, at least from the YouTubers, which, will probably re-spike up the product. So I guess this is one of those times to go, hey, we're kind of at one of the low points for what we're expecting for this product. It just so happens that you're going to see things spike back up after, something gets announced that's probably going to be good to carry this product. I don't really know. I'm just here to report on patterns and things that we see. So once those reveals happen, you're probably going to see people go batshit crazy and start picking this stuff back up again. It happens every single time. Secret Trident Dragons. Wow. $116, $114, $113. You can't tell me that Konami does not have a planned reprint for this thing to crater this into the ground, because this card has no business. And I mean, absolutely none. The entire community is going to agree with me on this. This card should not be $100. The fact that you're forced to play this, and I've heard everybody go, hey, you don't need Trident Dragion. The fact that it comes up one out of maybe like 10 games as a card that can just steal you the game, it's worth having. You're paying for that resource, and people don't seem to understand that when you're looking at this. Even if a card comes up one out of every X games, it still came up. All right. And if you want to compensate, obviously, hey, we're doing like a local run out here, I don't need it for that. Then sure. All right. Then you're going to lose that 1 out of 10th game if you didn't have the Trident Dragion. It happens. 160 for the Ulti. Secrets, like I said, are still up there. And you're looking at, for the Ultra, $110. That is so disgusting. Raging Phoenix. Well, I'm not going to lie to you here. 54, 53, and 49. You're basically sitting about $50-ish right now. We actually just had to open up a box of Soul Burning Volcano just so we could try to pull this. And we were actually lucky when you need a random ultra rare from a set just so you can play Tenpai Dragons. The fact that Tenpai Dragons, Trident Dragion, the Raging Phoenix, in case you get debarriered for the second OTK line, and then top things off, massive consideration for the rest of the gas that you need. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Vidos, the Dragon of Extinction. These have actually gone down. Your lowest right now, you can get a Spanish copy here for 26. But really, I see somebody bought the top end up here for a nice $50. But, there was a time where we were looking at Vidos and we're like, wow, this card's so good. But you've also got to remember here, if this field spell mechanic keeps evolving at the way it is, you're going to need Vidos to pop that field spell that your opponent's attempting to use for whatever broken-esque search effect. Yes, your opponent does get a free 2800 attack point monster, but that doesn't really matter, because interrupting your opponent on that field spell search feels like it matters a lot more than a lot of other things. Oh, and speaking of Vorp Gate here, nice $7-8 card. Surprisingly, these are only like $5. I expected Vorp Gate to be a lot more expensive for some reason, but here we are. We're definitely, once again, are you playing this to stop the Ubel stuff, yes or no? Or are you going to play the Samurai Destroyer? You have your fresh pick of decisions. Cashtira Theosis. Wow, 72 listings still on the market for these. 21, 33, and 26. Well, that's a duality of things. So you can get Italians here for 21. Yeah, these are actually still holding about $21. No real changes, actually. And, of course, the Menolche Salon. Still no expected reprint for this. Maybe Battles? That's got to be the only real thing I can think about here. Is people spending $28, $29 a piece on these all day long. Yeah, look at that, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, this card rockets up pretty freaking quickly, actually. I do fully expect that this will continue on its path. We'll probably actually see this maybe settle at like 35 if no reprint as we get closer to the release. But who really knows at the moment? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think when you be walking away with a booster pack. And you guys have a good rest of your day. All right, peace out. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.